team in the Regional Liga. Space here for Lucanets, who does look to get forwards at every opportunity. So impressive in the Bundesliga last season for a struggling team. Kevin Stöger, the number Gladbach, is involved in 16 goals in the top flight. #205th appearance for Gladbach. It's Akura. It's Hoffmann on loan from Erzgebirge Aue. Tim Hoffmann. He's given Pepic a bit of work here. Menel pulls into action swiftly. But they've got the job done and they've played really well here. And they'll be allowed to carry on. Tasci. Find it Cobb. And that's a teasing delivery! And what a finish! Equalizing with a stunner! And Erzgebirge Aue strike first with a goal of immense quality. That really is a stunning goal. Is it happening to Gerardo Zeoane? It's given away really carelessly. Marcel Baer looking to join the attack with Tasci. Search through the middle, and here is Tasci. Tasci again. Here's another one who's in decent form, scored against Osnabrück. It's been around the block. Aue is his 12th club. He did finally clear up how you say his name when he was at St. Pauli. Manner of Tasci it is, according to the man himself. player, Pepic. Surging run, and that's going to be a free kick. Really struggling to deal with the intensity of Aue. And it was Burgaard who was brought down. Stöger just a step late. Quite sure how he felt he was going to get away with that, Kevin Stöger. He's given away this free kick. Look for the captain Omlin to deal with. But having to deal with Dante's big hair at set plays. If you remember Dante, former Borussia Mönchengladbach defender, still playing over in France with Nice. Gladbach step slow there, giving away the free kick. Kiradia, the offender this time, is Jakob who set up the goal. There is Pepic of relegation twice, once with Mep, once with Vu. Says that made him a better player. Said you take something away from every city. Here's Clausen, the goal scorer. Oh, he's done well. Delicate delivery, and it needed the header behind by Nets. He used Stefania. Got the break of the ball for his positivity there, Mika Clausen. Under pressure here, the Foles, no doubts about it. They've taken that short. Shot charged down. Spirilla, who had the effort. Centre back. Here's Pepic. Ines Pepic. Sway by Itakura. Really good start by the third division team. They have actually lost in the first round in each of the last 3 seasons. They've only won 1 of the last 9 games in the competition. Good line as well from Aue. From Honorat, former player. His former club have qualified for the Champions League, remarkably. He actually got a brace on his debut in the DFB. The cross makes it as well. Jakob's done brilliantly there. Couldn't have put that in a better place for him. And to finish like that on the run is really quite something. Quite the way to score your first goal. Can breathe a huge sigh of relief there. Here's Honorat. Sturger. Honorat. It's really neat, this. Honorat's delivery. They couldn't quite keep it alive. I think that ball might have curled out of play, actually, maybe. It's just not quite happening for the Fallen Elf at the moment. Relive, former Bremen player. Slight spike of adrenaline there for Omlin. Well, if you'd said to somebody who knew nothing about German football which is the team you think is from the Bundesliga and which is from the Dritte Liga, you'd probably say that Aue were the top-level team. Every goalkeeper's a nightmare. Tried to style it out. He wouldn't be the first if that had slipped by him and gone in. Player on the chase. By Anthony Barilla. Was on the books of RB Leipzig at one stage. Really smart this, just got across, forced the foul. Frustration for Alassane player. Martin Mennel, the captain, said our task is to keep the difference between the teams as small as possible. We need to win the duels, we need to make it uncomfortable for Gladbach. To win 71% of the challenges in the opening quarter. It's really quite something. Here's Marcel Baer. Swept away by Kia. I shall assume that's a matter of perspective, and that there's no need for us to evacuate the stadium because of a giant bug. I'll keep my eye out just in case. Playing this at their pace. Why would they do usually score here? They've now scored in 27 of their last 30 home games. Surprised that they've hit the net. Question is, can they do it again? Walcott's throw. And the volley is vicious, but over the top from Pepic. He's only ever scored 4 goals for Aue. 52 as he got right underneath that. Said being relegated 2 seasons running was a bit of a disaster for him. Made him stronger mentally. Weigl to Rocco. Been able to impose themselves on the game, those two. Honorat Wrights again. Decent really for Gladbach last season. Rocco Wrights, he got 6 goals in all competitions. He was the first team regular. Had to go away to Belgium to get first team football on loan. Seems to have really benefited him. Just a lack of dynamism in Gladbach, but that's a better ball from Weigl, and now Nets, and they've got men forward here. Yeah, deflected, that's awkward and very well dealt with by Kylian Jakob. Had 4 years at Augsburg, Jakob, but didn't manage to full breakthrough. This is really dangerous in the Bundesliga last season. He scored 12 goals from corners. More in the Bundesliga. Can they bring that to bear here? It's a good free header. Mennel with the save. Wright's trying to keep it alive, and that's why. But first meaningful test for Martin Mennel. Free header for Itakura. Did well. The angle was always against Rocco Wrights here. Good stretch by the goalkeeper. That was going in. It's the closest Gladbach have come. Did finish only 14th in the Bundesliga last season, only won 7 of their 34 league games. Their tally of 34 points was their worst for 15 years. Here's Scally. Honora. Guided away well by Barilla. By Chiarodia. Nets. Sturger. Such a busy player. Kevin Sturger, brilliant run. Still going. Wouldn't quite come for player. It's all a bit of a mess. And Sturger's effort charged down. Finally, they're building some momentum, and Kevin Sturger a big part of that. Did really well here, so persistent. Good block. Corner cleared. Honora finding Sturger. Stefaniak working really hard. You don't see that every day. It's a bit like the Blanco bounce, if you remember your football history. Mexican player, Cuauhtemoc Blanco. Space here for Burkhardt. The referee says that's okay. Player. Nets. On or out on the far post. Player. That's good cover. Really well tracked by Barilla. He's having a strong game so far, Anthony Barilla. Go. Wouldn't find this in a coaching manual. Not quite as graceful as maybe he would have intended. On about to take this corner. One of Honorat's best. He's usually so good from that kind of situation. Here he is again. Speared in towards player. Oh, and they made a bit of a massive clearing there. Honorat! Ingenious! Franck Honorat had to improvise. And he did it so well. And the Folded Elf have found an equaliser. He scored twice in round 1 last season. And he's off and running in this season's DFB-Pokal. If the succeed, try again. I think Aue will be so disappointed here. Took a deflection off Hoffmann, which took Menel out. But he deserves credit, Honorat, for finding finally something to cling to. And his team's back to square one. I mentioned that brace he got one last season on Honorat. He actually only went on to score 3 more goals. That's 6 of them in the Bundesliga. He's a player that you feel probably should score more. And he's delivered there. The challenge by Nets stood up well. His player. Is that going to really spark a turnaround? Here's Kleindienst. And Mennel stood up really well, because that was hit. Game has turned. Honorat whips it in, and that's too close to Mennel. Itakura. Weigl. Suddenly, the Foles are bringing their quality to bear. Player. Sturger did really well. Curtails, the flag is up. Beyond the last man. His effort may not really well. Player. It's as if Gladbach have reminded themselves who they are. Of first quarter of the game, they were second best by quite some distance. Didn't get it. It's about Aue trying to get moving again. They are pretty consistent here at the Erzgebirge Stadion. 6 league games in a row here. They've only lost one of the last 13, so they're not pushovers in this stadium. Player. Again, they've got men going forward here. Honorat. Kleindienst. His rights. Gladbach half-time would be hugely significant. Ruthless in front of goal last season. Gladbach scored 56 Bundesliga goals from an XG of just 48.71. Only Leipzig and Hoffenheim had a bigger overperformance. Do tend to make the most of their chances. Forward by Sturger. It's Jakob who was helping out. Now they're in trouble. Sear and Scally off target. He's not a regular goal scorer, Joe Scally. To somehow squeeze through the gap. Got a brilliant goal against Mainz back in October. He hasn't scored a goal since. Gladbach with plenty of men forward again. They're certainly down they were in the opening exchanges. Nets was trying to tiptoe his way through. Free kick well won, but wasn't. Stefan. The flag is up, a long way. And that's been the case across the board, really, for Gladbach. They have found an equaliser, and since they did, they've looked a lot more dangerous. It's a nice switch to Honorat, the danger man. It's good cover by Pepic. He does really well in that role, just comes back and helps out. Makes the extra man. Here's Marcel Baer. I've seen him pull wide quite a lot, actually, considering he is a central striker, really. It's Pepic. Slight miscommunication there between Pepic and Hoffman, but they were okay in the end. Here's Jakob. Teschi wrestling with Rocco Wright, and Teschi gets the decision. Playing many moons ago at under-21 level, Boris Teschi hasn't managed to play for them at senior level. It's something of a journey. Well today so far. on the run produced a volley of the highest quality. That was his first goal in the DFB-Pokal, and that was as Erzgebirge Aue in front. Frank Honorat, second attempt, managed to find a way past via the shoulder of Tim Hoffmann. Gladbach level. Honorat with as many goals in the DFB-Pokal as he's got in his Bundesliga career. And then right at the end of the half, pushed over by Tim Hoffmann. Yellow cards. And Martin Meinl to the rescue to deny Julian Weigl. Struck it well, but at a nice height for the goalkeeper, and once he guessed right, he's always likely to make the save. And that's why at half time, Erzgebirge Aue 1, Borussia Mönchengladbach 1.
This cup fight is one of the most exciting I've ever seen.
A Bundesliga beaten by a non-league side.
It's the round where the unexpected can really happen.
As they say, the cup makes its own rules.
When Bundesliga heavyweights Hamburg paid a visit to the idyllic surroundings of Geislingen, the whole village turned out to see them. The 1983 European Cup winners were at full strength, but it was the third-tier side who took the lead thanks to Wolfgang Haug's sensational opener. The favourites were on the ropes, and Klaus Perfetto delivered the knockout blow in the second half. A Bundesliga giant beaten by a non-league side on a day they'll never forget in Geislingen.
"90 minutes, no goals between fourth-tier Rot-Weiß Essen and Bayern 04 Leverkusen. Bailey! Oh, he's got it! In the dying seconds of the first half of extra time. Rot-Weiß Essen throwing everything forward now. Kefke scores! Rot-Weiß Essen, after 108 minutes, are back in the game. 3 minutes to go. 117 have been played. This is Engelmann! It's Engelmann! Simon Engelmann! Quarter-final for Rot-Weiß Essen, and this is why we love football!
While the record champions were busy signing autographs, their non-league opponents were carefully Thomas Schweigheimer, a carpenter by trade, hammered home from the spot. The overwhelming underdogs were in the lead. An emotional dressing room talk and a second half performance full of guts and grit saw them over the line. Party time in provincial Weinheim as the non-league minnows celebrated one of the all-time cup shocks.
Third division Osnabrück take on the big boys from Hamburg and the Bremer Brücke. Knocking out the big boys from the Bundesliga. And the amazing thing is, they've done them.
Eintracht Trier had a taste for giant killing in the 1997-98 season after seeing off on Schalke. Time for the Champions League holders to rock up at the Moselstadion.
The whole region of Ulm looking forward to the visit of Eintracht Frankfurt, the cup holders. Ulm still very much in this game. They've got a free kick. Marina gets his head to it. Stefan Kienler, 1-0 to Ulm. Ulm under pressure, but they've shown resolve, they've shown spirit, they've shown resilience. Campagna gets it away, they can break now. Vitali looks on a run. Salcedo struggling. Look stays on his feet and makes it 2-0. The Donau Stadium going absolutely wild. Gonzalo Paciencia. He gives Eintracht a few cries of hope. Ulm reached the second round of the DFB Cup for the first time in 10 years. It's an afternoon they will never forget. It's the first time in 22 years in the first round.
For tiny Sandhausen, it was a huge draw. The provincial side played host to big cities on board. Jogi Löw, the assistant coach, and their famous magic triangle up front. Bobic, Elba and Balakov, the man who grabbed the opener. That was cancelled before Bobic restored the lead after the break. But with 3 minutes to go, Slavisa Staletovic nodded home the next equaliser. 2-2 score, and after a goalless extra time, the match went to an extraordinary penalty shootout. Everyone scored 25 successful spot kicks in a row, DFB-Pokal record. Then Hendrik Herzog stepped up and hit the post. There was no holding back. Third-tier Sandhausen were through after a out drama and rewriting the DFB-Pokal history books.
FC Saarbrücken, a fourth-tier club, faced Germany's Bundesliga team Düsseldorf in the quarter-final of the DFB Cup. First over the pass to Yannick! 1-0! Saarbrücken take the lead. It's the final minute. We're already into 90. Corner Sturger, and the goalkeeper's there too. Kastenmeier with a header onto the head of Zayt. So late on. No more scored in extra time. It's a penalty shootout. If it goes in, Düsseldorf are through to the semi-finals of the DFB-Pokal. They're not! And now it's up to Müller. Can he score? The answer is yes. And they're in the lead. If he misses, Saarbrücken are through. And it's been saved. Never before have a team from the fourth tier reached a semi-final in the DFB-Pokal.
Welcome back to our coverage of this DFB-Pokal first round in Erzgebirge Aue of the third tier, the Dritte Liga and Bundesliga side Borussia Mönchengladbach. We are all square at 1 goal apiece after Martin Meinl made a brilliant penalty save on the stroke of half-time to deny Julian. Equalizing in your picture there, scored an early opener, a brilliant volley on the run to give Aue the lead. But a fine equaliser from Franck Honorat means that we are all square going into a second half, which should be very entertaining, and if the first is anything to go by. Commiserations offered to Weigl for that penalty miss from Pavel Dochev, the Erzgebirge Aue. He must be so pleased with the way his team acquitted themselves in that first half against lofty opponents. Faded a bit target. Twists and turns are still to come. It's a baking hot afternoon in the east of Germany. Can Erzgebirge Aue turn up the heat on their nuts? Can they push on and create a cup shock? Gladbach bring their quality to bear. Here is Next trying to make an early incursion. Motions at half-time. So it's the same 22 players that started the first half at the start of the second. If you are just joining us, Erzgebirge Aue did take an early lead through Equalizing. Gladbach equalised with a fine volley from Franck Honorat, and then Gladbach had the chance on the stroke of half-time to take the lead for the first time, but Julian player and Sturger both over this. And Sturger took the low roads. It's comfortably away by Marcel there. Here's Pepic. Clausen. Sturger nipping at him. And the referee says that's okay. Rocco writes. Try and clear that up for you. It's fair to say they weren't happy. Stefaniak looking to find a way back in. Lots of air on that and coming in. Couldn't guide the header goalwards. Well, here was the incident. He takes a bit of the man, a bit of the ball. And then the referee happy that there wasn't enough in it for So what do Erzgebirge Aue have left? This team was to promotion last season. They ended up finishing 6th, 3 points off a playoff spot. Scoring goals was the problem. They found the net just 51 times in 34 games. That was the worst attacking in the top 8. That's what undid them, really. And they found themselves needing a goal here. Rocco writes. Player. Wrights hadn't quite continued the run. I think it'd be Bleachin that his team has produced. His team scored 2 goals, miss a penalty. They haven't given up just yet. Itakura. Wasn't much the player could do with that. Here's Hoffman. Tough afternoon, it's fair to say. It's his deflection that took the ball past Mainl for the first Gladbach goal, and he gave away that penalty on the stroke of half-time. He's learning his trade, he's only 19. German youth international.
Heavily involved. Sometimes you see that bounce over the goalkeeper. Mainl so wide of the target.
It's a game that still feels if Gladbach get a third. It's a big advantage. Chiesa. Is he just struggling with a bit of cramp here, Fabio Chiesa? There's no Nico Elvedi in the squad. As though Aue's poor record in this continue. Qualify for this through the league. They qualified by reaching their regional cup final. 2-0 after extra time to Dynamo Dresden. Big gaps opening up at the back here. Foul man finding Pepic, his foul man again. By Kleindienst, who's worked hard. Gets fans going to like him this season. Took him a while to prove that he could score goals at Bundesliga level, but he managed to do it for Heidenheim last season. Didn't really do that with Freiburg. Forward by Barilla. Goalkeeper comes, goalkeeper gets. He's been talking about their goals for this season, Jonas Omlin. He says a top half finish is the minimum. Last season they squandered far too many points. There. Jakob. Now would make things very, very interesting in the closing stages. Let's give it away by Fahlmann. That's a painful one, although he recovered pretty quickly. Tasci. And again. Barilla. Stefaniak. It's buzzed around dangerously at times. Marvin Stefan, player who has scored in the league this season against Hanover's second team. And look at the space opening up here. Honorat all alone. He's with him. Kleindienst, oh, brilliant save by Maynell. How did he get it? And Tim Kleindienst denied what would have been a debut goal. It's brilliant goalkeeping. Just gets the foot to it, I think. Yeah. He's done his bit today. Want that first goal for the new club to come as soon as possible. I get the sense he is going to have a good season for Gladbach. Honorat. Not only signed proven performers, but they've signed players with strong mentality. Kleindienst. Guys who've had to work hard at clubs without the same reputation as Gladbach. I'm going to have a double change here. Taschik to be replaced by Omar Siaric. That's a lovely story that Siaric is coming on. I should tell you why in just many rounds of chemotherapy, but he's found a way to return. This back in 2021 and only had that because he had a doping test back with unusual results. Turned out that he had testicular cancer. Here he is playing in the DFB-Pokal against Gladbach. Getting involved as well, and the crop is dangerous. But it was Siaric who started that. Jakob's cross caused consternation here. Corner taken quickly. Pepic, another corner. The other player who came on, Shine, has been signed from Greuther Fürth this summer. Pepic. Here's Siaric. He's played Negro's under-21 side. He was hoping to make the senior side before he was diagnosed. Hopes to reach those heights again. Header, looking for Kleindienst to not stop running all game. And the performance you need, and as we see, he's had 4 shots, he's had the aim, and he's had the most sprints as well. Pretty good pass completion rate too. It's Foulman's cross, and Omlin got stuck underneath that. It's Jakob. 9 minutes of normal time to go. It's not over yet. Stefaniak. Jakob's cross. Foulman has managed to win the corner. Here's Pepic in lots of space. Drove him with pace. Not sure that was the best option. Wanted more movement, I think. It's Kylian Jakob. offside there, maybe. Yeah, indeed he was, beyond the last man. Well, the last time these was in the DFB-Pokal back in 2010. That was also in the first round, and Gladbach won 3-1. Marco Reus scored the goals. Third goal, symmetry, if it stays at 3-1. Aue looking a bit tired here. Erzgebirge looking for Ngumu. First touch eluded him. Look it. Even though that pass didn't, Erzgebirge's played well. He's been working hard in the summer to get fit for this. Took up boxing, tennis. Did a 20k run at Alchin. It's dedication for you. Mayachak. Stayed in. There's Pepic. It's been a busy presence in that midfield for Erzgebirge Aue today. Foulman. Hoffman. For Omli. Speared in towards Bornschein. Goals, there's no doubt about it. We've seen some really experienced players leave the club. Christoph Kramer, Tony Janschke, Patrick Herrmann. Here's Ngumu. Kallenbach trying to find Zeitz. It's Konek. Friedrich. It's Kura. 5 additional minutes, the first of those. I think Aue need to take this as a positive performance, if not a positive result. Take it into their Dritte Liga campaign, which is the priority for them this season. Desperate to win promotion back to Bundesliga 2. Here's Hoffmann. Pepic. It's opened up here, and the shot not too far away from Bornstein. Got hold of that. Just always moving away from goal. Shape on the corner, only half away, driven through the crowds. It's Conning. Gladbach seconds away from making progress. Zitakura. Gets the Gladbach team that's in a rebuilding phase, lots of young players. They've gone for experience for a market. They've had a lot of talent leave in recent seasons. It's like Marcus Thuram, Stindl, Bensebaini, Jan Sommer. Borussia Mönchengladbach had something of a scare, but in the end they were worthy winners. Mika Clausen's early goal, putting Aue in front. Equalized. Gladbach had a penalty saved. Martin Meinl with the heroic stroke of half-time. But goals in the second half from Luca Netz and Alassane Player mean Erzgebirge Aue 1, Borussia Mönchengladbach 3. So no exit against third-tier opposition this time for Giroane. His team did him proud in the end, but Erzgebirge Aue, I think, can take great heart from the way that they dominated the opening quarter. They were winning the vast majority of the challenges. They looked as though they might go on and get a goal. But in the end, Martin Meinl had to produce a fine performance to keep the